All right, welcome Triton Trojans fans. Andy O'Hara alongside Kenny Barnhart and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler as we're live here at the Trojan Trench, welcoming in HNAC opponent Caston here tonight. Caston
afternoon.
Afternoon, that's right. It's tonight. Man, I get used to that tonight. I'm not used to these afternoon games. Not used to those.
Great crowd.
Yeah, it warmed up and everybody came out. So, big crowd here tonight as our Trojans are going to welcome in a 3-9 Caston Comet team. Triton, of course, falling to North Judson last time. That game, they kind of had it. They played well. They had 4 players almost in double figures. So this team's starting to kind of get things figured out. It's good having Tyler Heckaman back healthy. You got Ashton, he's back kind of healthy. Starting to play a little bit more. But some of these other guys, with Keegan being back, there's a lot of the guys now are starting to kind of find themselves just a little bit. They played North Judson really well. They had that game. They were going back and forth, but they played that game very well until that fourth quarter just kind of bit them at the wrong time. But this team's starting to kind of get things figured out. They're gonna have a tough go here in the next week or so. In the next week facing LaVille, then they'll get a Clinton Christian here, but then Rochester and Argus. Those are going to be tough games for them.
Biggest thing is just don't do what the girls having this freeze this week, not getting practice time in, coming out as a slow start.
And that's going to be the thing. They're going to have to kind of come out and firing all cylinders. They can't wait to get going. They got to get going early and get hot quick because they stay there and they sit back. I don't think Caston's a team you can really sit back on. Triton is favored tonight by 11 in this matchup. So we'll have the national anthem and we'll have the starting lineups. We'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for today's contest between the Caston Comets and your Triton High School Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Caston as our guest at tonight's contest. This is the 52nd meeting between these two schools. Going into tonight's contest, Triton leads the series against Caston 28-23, dating back all the way to 1964-65 season. Please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. Now let's introduce the starting lineups. First for the Comets. Number 4, Luke Lowe. Number 12, Kline. Number 13, Hunter Schanlaub. Number 22, Jessie Rock-Wolf. And number 33, Mike Rams. Coaching for the Comets, Carl Davis. And now for your Triton Trojans. Number 10, Tye Orsund. Number 12, Bules. Number 14, Beau Hepler. Number 20, Ashton Oviedo. And number 33, Heckaman.
So there you have it, our starting lineups for both teams. We'll start with the Caston Comets. Luke Lowe out there with Cam Kline, Hunter Schanlaub, Jessie Rock-Wolf, and Mike Rans. Starting for us for our host Trojans here tonight. Tyler Heckaman's out there with Ashton Oviedo, Beau Hepler, Tye Orsund, and Bules rounding out the 5 for our boys out there. Triton, of course, being their home white uniforms, blue letters outlined in gold. Caston in their away blue uniforms, red letters outlined in white.
Your cooperation and positive support.
Did you have a sponsor for the uniform description, like the Cubs game?
No, I haven't got one of those yet. If somebody heard that, hey, we'll do it. Hey, I'll say somebody's name for it. And Caston comes away with it. Lowe's with the basketball. He'll come past the half-court line and get things kind of set. Rans works it on over. He's up top. Lowe with the basketball is going to work himself back out. Down to Schanlaub. Now, this is a tough dude. We saw him play football this season. He's a tough dude. Hands blocked by Heckaman. Hepler now on the fast break. Going to retreat back out. Let the rest of the guys get down there with him. Orsund now back on to Heckaman. Tyler's going to try to dribble drive. Goes up strong up there, but Schanlaub, the big man, 6'6", knocks it away. On up quickly. They're going to go in the fast break and try to go up strong, and then the and one opportunity is going to fall. Well, possibly they say it was before the shot. Must have happened before the shot. So Rock-Wolf tried to go in there, but he'll draw the foul. Foul's going to be on
Ashton Oviedo got it.
On Ashton Oviedo.
So Ashton gets the first foul of the night. Inbound. Hands goes up. Not there. Rebound. Schanlaub, it's a fight for the basketball. Schanlaub down to CO White. Knocked away by Oviedo. Tipped around again. Rock-Wolf with it now. He's going to pick his dribble up. Fires back on into Lowe. Lowe to Kline, who wasn't paying attention to the basketball. Almost lost it. Bules closed on him quickly. Down to Schanlaub. Schanlaub's going to try to go baseline. Stops. Back on top. Kline will give it on back to Lowe. They're trying to work their offense. Both teams' offense possessions here so far tonight blocked on their shots. Rands with it. Back to Lowe. They're going to kind of work things in. Schanlaub for three, but they're going to say he traveled. Scooted those feet just enough to draw the traveling violation, so Triton will get it right back. And like I said, that Schanlaub, he's a tough dude. We watched him play football this season. He played quarterback. He's tough. He's a tough dude. Hepler drops to Tye Orsund out the elbow. Goes down low to Oviedo. Wasn't completely ready for it. He's going to try to work himself back in. Gets in trouble. Kicks it back out. Orsund, the free throw line, is going to try to go up strong with to draw the foul. Smart move by Tye Orsund. Use that ability to cut back in there to make it work.
Yep, get the foul drawn on Lowe then.
Tye Orsund was in double figures last time against North Judson. He had a good game against those guys.
Yes, I seen it. He had very good game for pretty much carried the team.
He had 18 points. He had 18 points last time, or was the game before he had 18 points?
I think it might have been this last.
I thought it was the bike. It might have been the bike count. I think he had 18 points. I can't remember.
It might have been by county then. We wasn't up at that game.
Nope, I was on my way.
Heading south. Well, Tye picked up his first one.
Drops him in there.
Gets the second one. That's what I'd like to see. Perfect at the line.
Now, putting on this full court press is going to be a big thing. Like I said, maybe they might be able to catch Caston. They were off all week. I was talking to one of the JV coach for them, and they were off all week except for Monday. So they could be sleeping too. So we'll see. But they sound like they got plenty of practice in. As Lyle's going to try a contested three, gets a side iron, hits the top of the backboard. No call there. Orsund with the rebound. Beau Hepler now is going to get it, push it up past the half-court line. Triton leads by 2. Hepler with the basketball down in the corner. Bules, rather. Yeah, they're going to say the blocking foul. He might have had his feet set.
So Kline picks up his first foul, team second.
Hepler receives the inbound from Bules. And they'll go to work. Drops to Tye Orsund. Rands on him. They got a couple big guys over 6 foot that's in their lineup. Oviedo thought about it, pulls it back. He's going to try to penetrate, kicks it, tries to kick it back out. Finds Hepler, the sharpshooter for 3, puts it in.
Hepler for 3.
He'll come out and pressure Lowe, and Lau's going to try to back himself off. We'll see if this full court pressure Jason Groves is going to throw in here. There's the reason why Jason's got as many wins as he does. Very smart basketball coach. Rands down the right wing, hanging on to it. On to Kline. Straight away 3 for him. Front iron, no good. Rebound, Ashton Oviedo. Oviedo, the freshman with the basketball on the fast break, so going to try to go all the way across. Couldn't get the foul.
Got tipped from behind.
Right call. Lyle's coming. Schanlaub, the big man, goes up strong. Not there. Tye Orsund tries to fight for the rebound. Schanlaub's going to go back up. He's going to get fouled on the putback.
So it's like Tye picks up his first foul. Team second.
Foul on Tye Orsund. Under Schanlaub at the line.
So this will be their first appearance at the line for the evening.
So Schanlaub misses the first one. Of course, the JV winning tonight, that was kind of a barn burner if you saw that one. Winning tonight 40-37. We'll have those scores here in just the next, get a little bit of a break. Schanlaub makes the second one.
That was a nice, tight game right there at the end. It just good defensive battle.
And it was a lot of fun to watch from up here. It came down to the wire. Orsund now is going to try to go, drives at the basket, tries to go off the glass, not there. Heckaman couldn't fight enough for the rebound. He'll fall down. Lowe with the basketball. Onward to Rands. Onward to Kline. Works it down into the corner. Lowe's going to try to go baseline, works it back out, finds Kline. Tye Orsund steps in the way. He's going to have a fast one-way track to the basket, puts it in. Read that one right away.
Yeah, he got her picked, and he was on his way.
There's a reason why he made the Region 2 All-Star team for football as a cornerback, and he just showed it off right there. Kline now is going to go baseline, stop, pulls away. Jared Bules takes it away. Bules now on the fast break. Retreats, finds Hepler. Honor to Orsund. Rands on him. Kind of dropping back into like kind of a switching zone defense.
And I noticed that Caston's not having that in-your-face defense clear out over the three-point line, so it's getting Triton a little more chance to get the ball moved around, get a few more looks inside.
And that's kind of a good thing, too. It kind of gives them more of those looks, but then they can stretch themselves out and get that three-pointer, kind of start working for a few of them. We know Oviedo can hit them, and Hepler, you got a lot of guys who can hit threes. But Oviedo's going to shuffle the feet just enough to draw the travel, and Triton will hand it back over. I like the idea of the pressure here early in the game.
Just make it a little more difficult for them. Got to concentrate on that aspect of the game and not necessarily down here under the basket, getting the ball to the basket. Well,
then you're kind of flustering just a little bit, like we said, not going to school for how many days this week. Maybe that might just fluster them enough. They may not have practices, but it might be a thing that might just throw them off just enough. Down into Schanlaub, big man's up, and he'll hit the ground hard. Hepler now with the basketball is quickly up there. Oviedo almost overthrows him there just enough. Tying down to Heckaman. Big man's up. It's in. Tyler Heckaman, the big man's on the board.
Yep. Caston's ready for their timeout.
So we'll see what head coach Carl Davis, he's in his second season, I believe, at Caston. 7-28 is his overall record. But like I said, we'll be saying Schanlaub's name quite a bit tonight. I imagine being 6'6", they're going to drop it down to him at that size mismatch. But Triton's done a good job to kind of force it away and just contest those as they kind of go into the low block there.
I believe Keegan will be checking in, so he's another good guy for down underneath that likes to beat around and push some of these bigger guys. And
I talked to Keegan a few times, like not on the air, just kind of talked to him off just personally. But like I told him, he's just tough. He plays bigger than 6'1". Mm-hmm. I told him that the other night. He said he liked that. Kaden Atkins and Quentin Amsden are also going to check in. So the lineup is going to be unchanged for the Caston Comets. Triton's, like I said, brought in 2-3 different players. And that was one thing that Jason Groves did against North Judson. I really liked is he had the guts to bring so many players and swap them out so many at a time. And I really liked how he kind of did that. He knows he can go deep to the bench because he's starting to get those combinations figured out.
Our quarters are missing.
Rands back to Lowe. Lowe drops it to Schanlaub. Big man on the elbow. Westafer on him. Shot goes up, and we're going to get a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Kaden Atkins possibly. See if the senior draws that one. And does.
Foul on Kaden Atkins.
Schanlaub's first shot's up and takes a friendly roll in. Checking in will be Brumett and Mark Smith. That's going to send Rands and Kline to the bench. So they change their lineup up just a little bit and go a little bit smaller. Mark Smith, he's no slouch. 6 foot for him, but he's a pretty strong guy. We saw him play football this season too. Kline with the basketball, back to Schanlaub. On over to Smith. Drops in, Beau Hepler takes it away. Hepler now quickly on the fast break. He sees a lane, he's going to try to go, so he can draw a foul. He'll draw a foul before the shot. They'll hang on to it.
Not who I thought. But Lowe's going to pick up his second foul. So having 2 fouls here, getting mostly way through that first quarter.
Yeah, for Lowe, having those, he's kind of their main facilitator of the basketball. So losing him might hurt just a little bit. So checking in will be the other Lowe. Levi Lowe looks like he'll check in. Westafer down the right wing, works over to Kaden Atkins. Up fake for him, hangs on to it. The big man's on him. Got to get rid of it. Finds Westafer. Working the ball around Amsden now here in the corner on the near side. Back to Westafer. He's going to try to go off the dribble. Hepler's going to try to bring the big man with him. Atkins in the corner, drops down to Tye Orsund. Westafer gets the ball, kind of rough, goes straight up, and all got away with it there, but Atkins with the putback. Kaden Atkins, you don't hear his name a lot, but he does a lot of good things. The senior guard puts it in. Beau Hepler with a great defense, hold him back, and Quentin Amsden on the steal. They're going to say.
Picked it up and ran before he got it on the floor.
Right idea, but Beau Hepler liked this defense down there on Wyatt Brumett. Really kind of forced him to kind of pick it up. He was just dribbling. Beau was staying with him. So checking in. Rands will check back in. Kline's out there with Schanlaub. Brumett's out there. And the other Lyle's out there with Rands. He'll inbound. Bules checks in. Bules will kind of hang with Brumett, see if he can do what Hepler just did. Bules kind of with that tight defense, running that interface defense. Brumett trying to work. He's double teamed now. He's in trouble. Gives it on over to Lowe. Lowe cross quarter here to Kline. Too high of a pass. It'll go out. Triton will get it back.
Yeah, notice when they get across here, Amsden was ready to get that trap set, just enough to throw him off and wasn't expecting that.
And like our guards, one thing I really appreciate, especially like Bules and Quentin and Beau, they got those quick feet. They close and you just boom, they're there. They're like a magnet. They're just there. They're those quick feet, quick hands. That's a very good defensive asset to have with those guys. Keegan gets the inlet pass on over to over to Tye Orsund. He'll try to go. Beautiful play by Tye Orsund. Couldn't get the roll. One with the left, up with the right. Right idea. That was without a drop. Nice. Mercy sakes. Ransford tries to go down to Schanlaub. The big man's going to get it, but he's going to get a push.
Probably going to get Tye.
Given the reaction. And it is.
So gets his second. So another one that's going to be, don't want to see that second foul in the first quarter.
And if you notice out there how small, they got the small line of it because Tyler and Ethan and Lucas are both on the bench. 3 for Brumett's up, and that's not in. Rebound Orsund. So smaller lineup. We'll see how that kind of works against Schanlaub and Rand. They got 3 guys over 6 foot out there.
And they're not just tall sticks. They're
muscled up boys now.
They're big guys.
Inside 5 seconds now. Triton leads 11-2. Westafer.
He likes
shot
that
at the buzzer. Oh, not there. Rebound. Schanlaub's got it. That's to bring the end of the first quarter. 11-2 is our score. Triton leading the way. So scoring for the JV game as they won tonight, we'll have leading scorer of the night was Cole McKinney with 10 points. 7 points went to John Gardner. Three players with 6 points tonight were Tyson Yates, Bruce Johnson, and Hunter McIntyre. And 4 points tonight for Trenton Kreft. And Connor Large got a point from the free throw line in their victory tonight. Had a kind of a tough go there in the third quarter. They led most of the quarters until that third quarter kind of got them just a little bit, only scoring 5 points in that quarter. And Caston kind of threw things up, but Hunter McIntyre came back in that fourth quarter, and that team just locked down on defense, pulling it out by 3 points.
So really that first quarter, really Tye Orsund with those 2 fouls, and Luke Lowe for Caston having 2 fouls. So that's really the only thing that's really pointing out that could be an issue a little bit later in the game.
But the big thing for Triton in that opening quarter, they did not allow a single field goal in that opening quarter. Their 2 points came from Schanlaub at the line. So that's a big deal right there. So Lucas Richman will check in. Westafer, Ashton Oviedo's out there with Bules and Hepler. Brumett, Luke Lowe, Kline, Schanlaub, and Rands out there for the Caston Comets. Onward Oviedo, quick hitter down into Westafer. Keegan goes over. Bules is alone for 3. He's going to try a shot. Not there. Rebound, Lucas Richman. Lucas with the basketball is going to get fouled. We'll get him on the reach. Lucas is another guy. He may not be as big as muscular as a couple of these other guys, but he's long and lanky, and that makes a difference.
So looks like Cam Kline picks up his second foul. So that gets Caston 4 fouls.
So Rock-Wolf will check in. So foul trouble just a little bit for a few of the Comets. Back to Westafer. Keegan for 3. Oh, I thought it was going to go in. Rands now kicks on over. Luke Lowe with the basketball. Over to Rams. They're going to kind of work, try to set up. Keegan Westafer with a great defense all over him. Inlet pass down in there to Kline. He'll back out of trouble. To Rans. Drops down to Schanlaub. Lucas Richman tips it away. Oviedo with the basketball. Sits it back. Richman with the good heads-up play. Saved it. Oviedo now with the basketball. They're working it around.
Keegan likes that side.
He'll make you pay from outside, too. Oviedo, the freshman alone for three. Puts it in. Ashton Oviedo for three. Triton stretches their lead now out to 12. Kline loses it. Bules on the tight defense. They're going to say he got a foul.
Yep. So it gets just his first. But team's fifth foul, so a few more, starting that bonus.
Oh, wait a minute. He didn't have position. He jumped across. Did you see that? That was a call he made last night over and back. He caught the ball and didn't get his feet set. Rans out the basketball. Big man for three. Back iron. Rebound. Beau Hepler. Hepler now is going to have numbers on the fast break. No look pass to Westafer. Left hand is up. Not there. Schanlaub with the basketball is going to cut back in. Bules cuts off the lane. Schanlaub gets it on over to Lowe. That was a beautiful pass. No look pass on over to Rock-Wolf. He'll go baseline. He'll step out. Oh, looked like he stepped on the line. Rans down the basketball, loses it, but Hepler takes it away. Hepler now on the fast break. He's going to go quickly to Oviedo. Up for two. Not there. They're getting good looks in the fast break.
Oviedo, I think he's just far enough under the basket when he got control of the ball. He just couldn't get it up like he needed to.
But Beau Hepler, he's threading the needle. Some really good crisp passing by him. Oviedo steps in front of it.
See if he can redeem himself.
He's going to try to go up for the shot. It rolls in. Oviedo with the pretty lay-in.
Ashton Oviedo.
Yep. Caston's going to call another timeout.
As they trail now by 14, Tyson Yates will check in after this timeout. So Triton so far looking really good. We said earlier the JV team won tonight. Stay tuned to some graphics we'll have during halftime, kind of give the week's events. Yeah. Well, I guess not at halftime. We'll have the cheerleaders at halftime.
The mini cheer will be out there. So if you catch across the court from us to our right, they got the mini cheer they had, I guess, last weekend, and then all those girls will be out there at halftime this game.
I got a feeling we're going to have a cheerleader in our household. She informed her dad that's what she wants to do. She wants to broadcast. She told the nursing staff she wants to be a cheerleader and broadcaster. Trying. I said, you can't do both.
One game and then do the other game.
I guess you could. So that's what she was informing everybody. So Yates checks in. Waiting for somebody was a little frozen on the bench there.
I think somebody thought Yates was coming in for Ashton must have thought Yates was coming in for him. And
so Quentin also checking in on that time after that timeout. I like Jason's usage of the bench. He is really digging deep in that bench, and he's got players that can play. Beau Hepler takes it away. He's going to have to go up strong with the left hand, puts it in. Wow with the basketball now. Hepler stuck to him like glue. Traps in there at the half-court line. Rand gets a hold of it. Goes down on another Schanlaub. Schanlaub now, the big man. He's going to try to go baseline, pushing Lucas Richman around and uses that weight and that size to make some room down there. Schanlaub makes their first field goal of the evening.
Now, and those big guys, if they can get a head of steam like that and just keep going, it could turn this around a little bit for Caston.
Because Schanlaub, he kind of used that size, and now he's kind of figuring out he can use that a little bit down there against Lucas.
The biggest thing is if that's the case, Lucas just needs to get established and maybe get a charge or two called, and that would stop that.
Yep, just use that and use that momentum he's got and just let him knock him over. Oviedo in the corner, works himself out of trouble. On over to Yates. Yates picks his dribble up. Wanted to go somewhere, but the lane got cut off. Amps with the basketball. He picked his dribble up, so he can't put it on the floor. Got to get rid of it. Yeah. Well, I guess he can. I thought he couldn't do it.
I think he thought, but he thought, well, I'll try it. What we're going to do is call double dribble.
On over to Q. Q for three. Not there. Rebound, Schanlaub. On up. Rock-Wolf with it now. Rock-Wolf's going to try to work himself over. Stop, picks his dribble up. Back to Kline. Kline alone for three. Got it. Five-point swing for them. Oviedo with the basketball on over to Amsden. Hepler now working to Yates. Look at things kind of set up. Amsden now in the corner. Rand's closing on him Hurley. That's a tall tower to get by. Quickly down to Lucas Richman. He wasn't quite ready for it, and he'll throw it away.
Yeah, he was just kind of standing there on his own, and I think, oh, hey, he's wide open, and get it to him.
So Heckaman and Bules will come in. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got four.
Wyatt Brumett in the game.
So
now that you're looking, it's not going to do it.
So Yates out there with Amsden, Bules, Heckaman, and Oviedo out there. Schanlaub goes baseline. Guys go back on top to Kline. On over to Rock-Wolf. Rock-Wolf down the Schanlaub, but Tyson Yates kind of knocks it away. Kline to Brumett. To Rands. He's going to try to work down. Cuts back to Schanlaub. Schanlaub and Heckaman. Heckaman can battle with him. And he traveled. Good job by Tyler Heckaman to kind of throw him off and disrupt him just enough.
Yeah, he had that little bit of a jump right there at the end and just good enough to call that travel.
So Yates with the basketball over to Oviedo. To Bules. To Amsden. Cross back to Yates. Yates will drive and tries to go up, but he'll lose the basketball. Get knocked away by Kline. Yates inbound to Bules. They'll try to get things set. To Oviedo. Oviedo thought about the three, pulls it back down. Tries to go back up, tries to throw himself away, but it'll go out. And Bules will wait for it, and that'll be out on that one. So Keegan Westafer is going to check in. Ashton got trapped in that corner. The only thing about it he could do is just throw it up.
Yeah, threw it in at least portion of the court that there's two white jerseys that either one could have grabbed it.
It was just a little overthrown with the hate. He kept it to where they couldn't get a hold of it, and now that was a smart play. Just he didn't throw it into Caston's hands. Rands with the basketball, hands off to Brumett. Brumett now is going to quickly go left. Decline, corner in the corner. Brumett gets it. They're going to go back and forth with it here. Schanlaub, they're working the ball now. .2:22 now remaining. Amsden hits the deck, comes back up. Drops down to Rams, but he bobbles it, and Bules will take it away. Back to Hepler now with the basketball, and on over to Amsden. Amsden's going to try to go baseline. Tries to drop it in, but he got too far ahead of himself. Q, the quick guy's going to try to run him downhill, cut off the lane. Back to Kline, to Rock-Wolf. Down into Rands in the post. He's going to go up strong. Westafer with a good defense on him. And it'll go out on Jared Bules. Lowe will check in. Now send Rock-Wolf to the bench. 18-7's our score. Triton up top. Minute 58 remaining here in the second quarter.
That last time out with Caston got a little more fire in them. You can see a little more pushing for them that you didn't see earlier in the game.
Yeah, and they're trying to afford. They're to get a little window. They're trying to put a shot up. Schanlaub, big man's in the post, puts it in. He's been their main source of offense.
Yeah, 6 points for him.
Amsden on over to Westafer. He'll try to go up. Q misreads that one. He'll save it. Luckily, that was close.
He was close to touching that line when he was jumped off.
Bules now trapped in the corner. We're going to get a timeout by Jason Groves.
That's a couple times now that they've got trapped over there in the corner and trying to get it back out front, and miscommunication on who's going where to grab that ball.
And that's kind of why it kind of gave Caston a little bit more of an edge, a little momentum, because we kind of turned over there a few times in a couple of necessary turnovers. But they're starting to pressure and starting to trap them just a little bit more to kind of force their hands just a little bit. So we'll see what they have here as they'll come out of the timeout. Of course, it's kind of hard not to be able to have Tye out there with 2 fouls. But for the most part, 5 team fouls, that's not a bad number to have right now.
No, not this far into a half. And really scoring for Triton, we got a couple guys, 4 and 5 points. It's not just one guy that's trying to carry them. So that can help throughout the rest of the game.
So Brumett, Schanlaub, Rands, Kline, and Lowe out there for the Comets. Heckaman, Westafer, Bules, Amsden, and Beau Hepler rounding out the 5 for our Trojans. Bules inbound, finds Keegan in the corner. Rands on him. Keegan's going to try to drive back to Heckaman. Thought about the 3. Heads it back to Hepler up top. Amsden now at the basketball on the right wing. To Tyler. They're kind of handing it off there, trying to find that look that they're looking for. Like the ball movement.
They're passing around. It looks like they're ready to shoot that 3, but there's always been that Caston defender just right there.
That kind of throws you off. Heckaman out the basketball. He had a big game the last time, and Amsden just couldn't. He thought, I think he anticipated Lowe hitting the basketball, and he was trying to adjust for it, and he couldn't adjust to it back to it quick enough. Inside a minute remaining here in the second quarter. Andy O'Hare alongside Kenny Barnhart and Orion Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network as we are here at the Trojan Trench. 18-9's our score. Rands. Hank pulls it back down. Tries to go Schanlaub, but Tyler Heckaman pushing it away, and Hepler's going to get him with the body.
Yeah, so that's his first foul. So really nobody other than Tye having those 2 fouls.
But what Tyler did is he kind of used a kind of a swim move to get kind of in front of Schanlaub. Gun him, went low to knock the ball away instead of going up high on him. That was a pretty smart move by Tyler. Tries to drop down to Schanlaub. He'll get the inbound. He'll go up strong, puts it in. Didn't have much backup down there for him. Oviedo with the basketball. He just checks back in to Westafer. Keegan with the basketball. On over to Heckaman to Oviedo. Inside 30 seconds now. Bules with the basketball to Hepler. Oviedo. To Hepler now, 15 seconds remaining. They're starting to move, trying to get that open shot and get that look. Keegan with the basketball to Oviedo. Ashton now, 5 seconds. Back to Westafer for 3 at the corner. Puts it in! Keegan Westafer for 3 in crunch time, and that'll bring us to halftime. 21-11 is our score. Our Trojans are leading the way. We'll have stats here.
Okay, here we go for Triton. We've got Hepler and Oviedo both at having 5. Orsund having 4. Westafer having 3. Atkins 2. Heckaman 2.
All right, welcome back, Triton Trojans fans. Andy O'Hare alongside Kenny Barnhart and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler. We're live here at the Trojan Trench. Triton leading the way by 10, 21-11 at halves. We'll get the third quarter underway here in just about a minute or so. We went down the leading scores, but the big thing I circled was 6 turnovers for Triton in that first half. They forced 11, but the big thing is we saw that first half and the total field goals that the first half, they were 4 of 13 from the floor. Caston was. They didn't score a single field goal in that first quarter at all.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they just got them shut down enough that, like they did. Two free throws was all in that first quarter.
In that second quarter, Caston kind of played with them a little bit, scoring 9 points in that quarter. 10 point, we scored 10 at the same time for Triton. The biggest thing they got to do is those turnovers really didn't come until the second half when Caston kind of got a fire lit underneath them. They started playing a little more defense, like an in-your-face defense, and trapping them a little bit more. So we'll see what they're going to do coming out of the halftime. And we'll see what our boys can do here as we're near the 30-second mark. What kind of things would you be telling our guys as far as down there, what they kind of need to be doing in this quarter?
If Caston keeps pushing it to those big guys and start pounding away, backing into the paint and getting those little bunny shots, going to have to do something there to get those guys stopped, pick up a charge or something like that. So,
but even if you get down around like Schanlaub, if you kind of keep yourself between him and the basket and just get yourself underneath there and let him kind of use that body, and you can get yourself where he just let him drop his elbow and knock you over.
Yep.
That's the kind of thing you're going to have to do in order to beat the big guys down there like that, especially being not as tall of a team. But these guys, like we said earlier, they may be tall, but they're wide.
Mm-hmm.
They're big boys.
They take up a lot of space down there.
So we'll see what Triton can do here. Out there on the floor for them is going to be Bules, Heckaman, Hepler, Oviedo, and Tye Orsund. Out there for Caston, we'll have Rock-Wolf, Rands, Lowe, Schanlaub, and Kline. Both teams with their starting 5s are there to start the second half. Here we go. Rands gets it on the right wing. He'll kind of work himself back to the center. Tries to go down low, but Tye Orsund gets a piece, and Heckaman helps take it away. Oviedo drops to Hepler. They're going to slow it down, trying to work this offense. 7:42 as we're underway here in the third quarter. Tries to go down to Orsund. High pass, can't get out enough to get a shot up. He'll work himself over, but Tye Orsund's going to try to use that slash move. Good look for Heckaman. No, just kind of didn't quite get him, but Tyler's going to reach over top of Kline and draw the foul. I know he's a little frustrated with that one, but it was a good move for him.
So, yeah, that starts off now. First foul for Triton on this second half. And that's actually Tyler's first foul.
So for Triton now, that's kind of just kind of shake it off.
Yep, that's nothing to really worry about, not getting you in any trouble.
And I like that they're still coming with the press. Down to Schanlaub. Hepler kind of tried to chip it away. They're going to say he traveled. That was a good job by Beau Hepler. Now, see, that works out real well. You can do that where you bring a guy behind and bring one of our little guys in that's kind of on that wing against one of those big guys, try to slap away at the basketball, and then they'll stutter their feet and everything else. That's a good move by Jason Groves to call that. And good heads-up play by Beau Hepler to get his hand in there. Tries to go back down to Orsund and be knocked away by Kline. They'll stay here with Triton.
You know, they're going to try a little bit different here to get everybody pulled to that side and just do a lob across court to get somebody to open to get another shot. Which
is smart because you got Rands and Schanlaub on that far side, so you're trusting Kline to kind of stay with Tye Orsund. And they'll go off of Orsund's. Oh, looks like I thought one went off his foot. So Triton will hang on to it. Neither team has scored in this quarter. Hepler to inbound. Trying to drag traffic, finds Heckaman with the inbound. Beautiful play on the alley-oop.
You know, there's another one of those. Don't grab that ball and bring it to the court. Get it in the air and shoot it in the air.
That's a smart move, and Tyler can definitely elevate and go up over top using his size to do that. It was a good move. Kline goes down and tries to reverse lane. Hey, Schanlaub's going to come in and go over top, and he'll get an over back call.
So that's Schanlaub's his first foul, team's foul for the first foul of the second half.
And that's kind of another thing, too. If you can let those big guys come over top, those little guys can kind of try to go for the rebound. He reaches over top. That's another way to kind of get him in foul trouble. Orsund to Oviedo. He'll stop. Dribbles into his shot. Back iron. Rebound, Tyler Heckaman. Heckaman hangs on to it. He's going to put it on the floor and go against Schanlaub. Tries to go with the hook, but he'll draw the foul. I think that'll be 2 fouls now on Schanlaub.
I think they called that on Kline.
Oh, Kline.
They did call it on Kline. So that's Kline's third. So now you got somebody on Caston that does get some foul issues.
And Heckaman can't get that one to drop.
That'll be his first appearance for the evening.
Second shot, and it's in. Triton with a 3 points scored in this quarter. Tries to go in, but good job by Tye Orsund to throw him off. Heckaman gets the ball. Back to Hepler up top. Hepler's going to try to drive, leaves it for Tye Orsund. Orsund go to Oviedo, went off his foot, but it looked like a pinball machine.
That might have hurt his chin just a little bit.
He'll feel that one tomorrow. Heckaman now at the basketball, over to Orsund, to Bules. He's going to try a three. Puts it in. Jared Bules with the three. Ransford gets the inbound. Full court press. Crossover dribble, frees himself up. Quickly on up to Rock-Wolf. Quick pass to Kline, but Beau Hepler blocks it away. Nothing like a short guy to take with a block. Tye Orsund brings the set, but Schanlaub with the block. Orsund tries to go back up, and he can't, but he's going to get fouled by Schanlaub, looks like. Boy, Beau Hepler, I like that. That's going to be on Rock-Wolf. 5'6" guy going up against a guy that's almost 6 to 7 inches taller than him, and he just knocks it away. I like it. Orsund's shot's up, it's not in.
Foul on Jessie Rock-Wolf. Tye Orsund at the line.
Orsund's second shot is in. Ty's having a good night from the charity stripe. Beau Hepler comes in, and he'll foul in the reach. He'll try to go in there, and he got more of the forearm than he did the ball.
Well, that gets Beau's second foul.
I like the intensity, though. I really like the intensity. Right now, 28-11 is our score. Rand's trying to find a place to go. Tries to go up over top to Rock-Wolf. Gets it. Oviedo kind of came in with the body. Got away with that call. Rock-Wolf's going to try to split the defenders, and it gets knocked away, and it's going to go off the hands. I believe might have been off Tye Orsund. Inbound into Lowe. Hepler's right up on him on the half-court line. What I like about their defense, they're playing like these guys aren't really laying off of them very much. They're right up on their guy. This is really good team man-to-man defense. They're going to get a foul. Might be on Heckaman. It's going to be on Bules, so he must have got a little bit on the wrist there before he went up with the shot.
Well, Triton's lost a lot of games with that in-your-face defense. So now if they can turn the tables, put it to their opponents.
Schanlaub gets out, but the big thing for Triton, like to remember, like you said, they've lost games that in-your-face defense, but the thing was with their speed and the small ball, that in-your-face defense, they're quick enough and they switch, and with Jason kind of coaching these guys up, these guys are getting it figured out. That could be a pretty good weapon in their arsenal down the stretch. Back to Orsund. Now the full court press being played on by the Comets. Cross court to Orsund. He'll try to get a good pass on over to Hepler. Quickly on over to Oviedo, but Beau tries to get it, but Ashton's just over just enough. Couldn't get the play. That ball was ready to leave the court, obviously.
Could have got it over just about 4 feet to the left.
Ashton
he would have
had
had a nice, good shot.
Tries to go in, but Jared Bules takes it away. Smart move by Jared Bules, starting to fall himself out of bounds. Throws it off the leg of Kline. Good move by Jared Bules. Now they'll set for their offense possession. 4:50 remaining here in the third quarter. Triton leads by 15. Back to Heckaman. He's going to try to drive against Schanlaub. Picks his dribble up. Back to Hepler. Hepler's going to go baseline. Floater for him. Side iron not there. Wow, with the basketball looking down court for something. Back to Kline. He's going to try a three. He got it. With Jared Bules had a hand in the face on that one. Only two guys, if I'm reading that right, have scored tonight for Caston, if I'm reading that right.
Yes. Kline having 6 and Schanlaub having 10.
Oviedo tries to go through, and they'll get a foul on the way up. That'll be on Kline. Gives him 4 if I'm counting right.
Yep, he has 4 fouls.
So it looks like Brumett's going to come in for him. Westafer and Amsden are going to check in. That's one thing I really appreciate about Ashton's game is when he gets down there underneath the basket, he can just use those long arms and he can just put a little flick on the wrist with his wrist, and that ball he'll put a spin on that ball and it can drop in.
So this is his first appearance for the evening, so 1 for 1. See if we can get that second one to drop. Gets that one. For
the most part, Triton's shooting pretty good from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, they're 6 of 8.
This afternoon. Keep saying tonight. So Rands will work it on into Brumett. He'll work it back to Rands. Rands goes around, picks his dribble up. Leaves over to Schanlaub, but Westafer got a piece of it. Now to Brumett. Brumett tries to go back to Schanlaub, but Westafer with the defense. Was the right idea. He got his hands in there. They're cutting off the passing lanes.
From our view, it almost looked like that was heading for the basket.
That happened the other night in the NBA. Someone knocked it into their own basket. Or on the opponent's basket. Wow with the basketball, tries to go on over. Finds Rock-Wolf. Rock-Wolf will try to go. Stops, picks dribble up, drop down to Schanlaub. The big man's got it. He's going to go up strong, banks it in.
Yeah, that's their biggest, 12 points for Schanlaub. So,
hey, but that's okay. If you have one guy doing all the scoring for him, and we're putting points up right along with it, that's okay. Westafer in the corner for another three. Puts it in. Keegan Westafer.
Keegan Westafer for 3.
33-18 is our score. Wow picks it up, goes up to Schanlaub. Westafer with some good defense trying to throw right there through the forearm. Beau Hepler tries to save it, but it'll stay here with Caston. He got away with that one. He kind of maybe didn't quite extend enough for them, but there's the reason why I'm up here.
I have a feeling Keegan got some shooting in during the little break we had this week.
Probably snuck up here to the gym and get a little bit of time in.
That's okay. It's only get better. Just keep shooting, practice. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Nice job by Keegan Westafer to shut off the lane for Schanlaub. Yates, Atkins, and Amsden all checking in on that last time after that last dead ball. Amsden tries to lose him there. Back to Westafer. Keegan now hang on to it. Leaves it for Yates. Tyson Yates had a really pretty fadeaway 3 at the halftime for the JV game. Orsund will get it, but it'll be knocked out. I think I'm going to say it went on Rock-Wolf. Checking in now will be Mark Smith. 6-foot senior will be checking in. That's going to send out Rands. Yates is inbound. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Got to get rid of it. Drops it back to Kaden Atkins. Orsund's back there with him. Atkins will corral it. Leaves it for Tye Orsund. They'll reset. 2:36 remaining here in the third quarter. Triton leads 33-18. Yates now at the basketball. Tries to go somewhere with it. Working around up to top the perimeter. He'll stop. Back to Atkins. Rock-Wolf on him. To Yates. To Amsden. Down into Keegan Westafer. The sophomore's going to try to find possession. Tries to go to, but he gets a block. Tye Orsund with a good, oh man. He read that one well.
Yeah, he seen that, got blocked what Westafer was going to try to do and picked it up right there.
Smith with the end of that pass down into Schanlaub, and Westafer will get the foul.
Have you interviewed Blake Schori this season yet?
I have not.
I think we might have to get him after this game.
I'm going to have to get Blake after this game.
Because I think Jason's going to go over to the corner.
Oh, fine. I'll get Blake. We haven't done Blake yet. I'll get Blake. Schanlaub's first attempt's in.
Yeah, he's 5 for 7 from the free throw. So half his points have been from the free throw line.
Well, that's a good thing. Like I said, the field goals are not very many for him. Schanlaub gets out to rattle in. Amsden's out there. Lucas Richmond's just checked in. Westafer trying to find someone to go with it. Up top onto Atkins. Amsden tries to find his way through traffic. Trying to get set. Westafer tries to go back down to the baseline, kicks it back to Lucas Richmond. He's going to go. Back to Westafer. He's trying to find a good ball move by Triton, but defense by Caston's keeping him away from the basket. Yates tried to go, but it'll go off the hands. They're going to say it went off the Yates. I've been wrong on most of them. Went out.
Yeah, they had lots of good ball movement, just couldn't get that good open look.
So one of the Lows has the basketball. It's Luke Lowe. Amsden fighting for the basketball.
He's going to watch it. Yeah, I figured they're going to call on that one.
They did get him on the first one, but I figured they'd get him on the second one.
So Amsden, of course, that's only his first foul. So,
but the big thing is 5 team fouls in this quarter. Brumett with it, top the key. Kicks it back to Luke Lowe. Inside of him remaining, Trent leads by 13. Brumett with it, tries to go down to Levi Lowe, but Kaden Atkins reach over top of him.
And that gets Caden's second foul.
Foul on Kaden Atkins.
So they're one away from putting Caston in the bonus for the rest of the game. They had 16 fouls in the whole first half. Now see what they're doing. They're dropping Keegan back in, so they put Lucas right in front of him to kind of just shut off Schanlaub from that inlet pass that was hurting us earlier. Smith drops it into Brumett. He'll try to go baseline with it, and he'll step on the. They're saying pushed him out. And that's going to send him to the line for the one-on-one opportunity. And that's going to be on Lucas Richman.
Foul on Lucas Richman.
Beau Hepler's going to check in, along with Bules and Oviedo and Tye Orsund. This is one thing Jason did in the North Judson game. He was cycling players out in the masses.
Yeah, everybody, in and out. Kind of maybe just throw the defense off a whole different group to pick up a little bit different.
And another thing that kind of shows your faith in your guys in the bench that get the chance to come in, that don't get to start or whatever, play a lot of minutes. You're bringing guys in. That shows you have a lot of faith in your team. Bules receives the rebound after the miss from Brumett. Hepler out the basketball. Inside, nearing 20 seconds remaining here. They lead by 13. To Richmond. On over hands to Hepler. 12 seconds.
Now it'll be time to get things rolling.
8 seconds. Bules kicks on to Richman. Richman's going to drive. Hands off to Tye Orsund. 4 seconds. Orsund to Hepler. Hepler at the buzzer. Not there, short. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. 33-20, our Trojans leading the way. So a 9-point swing for them in that, Caston in that corner. For Triton, they put up 12 points in that quarter.
Yeah, fairly. Second quarter, we outscored them by 1, and then we still outscored them by 3 in that third quarter.
If they can keep outscoring them and just keep them on, just keep doing what they're doing with Schanlaub in that third quarter, just kind of doubling him up.
You're keeping them even, but yeah, Schanlaub having 14 points, and then Kline 6, and Kline's having 4 fouls, so you probably won't see too much productivity out of him until maybe later in that fourth quarter.
So you'll see what they kind of do here, but the big thing is Triton is now put Caston in the 1-on-1 bonus for those 17 fouls. But hey, if you like they did with Judson, if you notice that in that game, they were fouling, just send them to the line, keep them away from shooting those threes. And that was kind of a good game plan. It worked there for a little bit.
Well, we got just a few seconds here. As far as later this week, it should be boys varsity up at LaVille. And then next Saturday night, we'll be right back down here. Can't remember
Clinton Christian.
Clinton Christian is who we play.
6 o'clock, I think.
I might make it to that one.
Yeah, that won't be the afternoon game. It'll be the
evening
back
game.
to the evening game.
I might be able to make it to that one. Friday, I won't be back in time for LaVille. Beau Hepler with the floater. They get that one to drop.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game with LaVille, at LaVille. So
they're a top 10 team in 2A. Orsund's going to get on the reach. 3 fouls now on him, I believe.
Yeah, Orsund is 3 fouls.
Tye Orsund.
So yeah, now start shooting that 1-on-1.
Sending Mike Rams to the line.
If he makes one of these, it'll be finally have a third player of Caston that's actually scored.
Rock will check in for Levi Lowe. Rand's still only 2 players scoring for them.
Bobbled back around, and Zeider ended up getting that rebound.
Zeider had a pretty good game there in the JV ball game. Rand's looking for Schanlaub. The big man's got it outside the 3-point line. Back over to Rand's. Tries to go down to Schanlaub. He'll use that height, but it goes up. Good defense by Beau Hepler and Tyler Heckaman to push him off. Smart by Tyler Heckaman to hang on to that basketball. Didn't give it to Hepler as he saw Lau closing in on him quickly. Orsund now at the basketball. On to Bules. Bules kicks over to Hepler. Hepler now wanted to go down to Tye Orsund. Hangs onto it, finds Oviedo. Freshman for 3. Puts it in. Ashton Oviedo. 2 3-pointers for him tonight.
That gets him 10 points, leading the Trojans.
And he can put points up on you in a hurry, and they're not loud points. They're pretty quiet, and that's that stealthy scoring that he's known for. Schanlaub blocked by Heckaman. Schanlaub fights back get the ball back, and they'll put it up and in. 38-22 is our score, under 6.5 remaining. Oviedo to Hepler. Oviedo's going to try to go split the defenders. Nice, pretty move, and gets the friendly roll.
Ashton Oviedo.
He's pretty good with the dribble and the basketball. He can really take you one-on-one off the dribble.
There's a lot of lanes that's been open, but they just haven't been switching the ball around and using them, and there was one of the cases he actually did.
Zeider for 3, not there, but Tye Orsund steps in front for that one. Hands off to Beau Hepler. He'll bring it up past the half-court line. Hepler to Orsund. Orsund to Bules. He'll try to go somewhere. Finds Heckaman. Heckaman with the mid-range jumper. It's up. It's in.
So that's a nice shot. You just don't see a lot of them. That free throw distance little shots.
Hot pass to Schanlaub. He'll kick it back out, and luckily Zeider corrals it. But yeah, you don't see much of those mid-range jumpers very often. Now, when I was growing up, that mid-range jumper was the only shot you wanted to hit. Orsund gets it, and after they get the ball tipped away, Oviedo had a little bit of a lane. Hepler out the basketball, works himself back onto Tye Orsund. Orsund corrals it back to Oviedo. To Orsund. To Hepler. Hepler drives to Jared Bules. He'll try to go. Tries to go down low. They're going to say that's going to be on Rock-Wolf. Not sure what that call was.
I think he might have just been moving just enough to block him. So that gets Rock-Wolf. That's his second. Team's fifth, so they still got a few more to give before we're starting to shoot bonus.
So Westafer and Amsden check in. Out there with Oviedo, Bules, and Hepler. Lowe, Brumett, Kline, Schanlaub, and Rand's out there for the Caston Comets. Oviedo in the corner for three. Side iron. Kind of rushed that shot just a little bit. Bules tried to hang on to the rebound. He's still trying to fight for it.
For Triton, though, the three-pointers would have been making about half of them. They're 6 for 13 now.
Might as well if you get a little bit of a look. And Ashton had a little bit of space there. He might as well fire it up. Triton leading by 20. Under 4.5 remaining. Brumett kicks it on over to Rands. Rands with the basketball. Drops down to Schanlaub. Schanlaub and Westafer are going to go at it. Schanlaub goes, but Westafer's going to draw the foul. Really, though, but for Keegan, just to let him kind of, still, you slow him down. He didn't get the N1 opportunity. He still disrupted him enough. I mean, Schanlaub's going to go line for two, but still, he can keep scoring all he wants. But Triton with the lead that they've got built, go ahead.
Yeah, we're getting far enough now in.
Another thing, if you haven't been, I mean, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but Schanlaub in a couple of these situations, he's starting to get frustrated.
Yeah.
Because Triton's now starting to harass him a little bit more, and they don't know what to do. He's their main source of offense. He'll get that one to drop.
Yeah, he's leading Caston with 17 points, and then, of course, Kline with the 6. So that's still only having 2 players, all their points.
Triton moving the ball quickly up the court. Goes back to Westafer. He's alone for 3. Side iron, rebound, Quentin Amsden. And Lyle's all over him. Surprised to call a foul. And now they'll get one on Rands. Now send Keegan to the line. Mike Rands with the foul.
That's his first foul.
Mike Rands.
Now send the sophomore Keegan Westafer to the line for 2.
It looks like his first appearance of the evening for free throws.
Gets down to roll in.
Kaden Atkins in for the Trojans.
So Kaden Atkins, and also checking in will be, I don't have him.
I don't have him either.
I think he was number 11.
On the JV.
Yes. Oh, there is Joey Spin. We got him on there. Westafer gets both the drop. Perfect trip for him. Triton shooting the ball pretty well from the free throw line tonight. 8 of 10 from the line.
And there's been times you've seen that 2 of 10.
Yep. The boys have really been working on the free throw shooting. Westafer, beautiful move to get in front of that one. Finds Oviedo. Brumett tries to go and harass him a little bit, and he'll knock it back away. Oviedo dribbles himself out of trouble. No look pass to Atkins. It's up. Oh, rattles out. Amps with the basketball. Atkins comes away with it. And smart move, he'll throw it out, and it'll go off on Brumett. Kaden Atkins, I like that. I like some of that awareness there in the paint there. I mean, he had a good look and a good pass by Ashton Oviedo, setting him up. Westafer receives the inbound and him to go out. Schanlaub will swat it away. Yates inbound. Finds in the corner. He'll work back around to Ashton Oviedo. Working the ball around on over to Westafer. Keegan's going to drive. Drops it down to Oviedo. He'll put it up and in.
I think he's leading the Trojans now with 14 points, so he really has come alive here.
It's good to have him back so that ankle's not bothering him anymore.
Do notice sometimes when he's shooting a free throw, just the way he's kind of holding his feet don't look like his normal stance, but
it doesn't look as comfortable.
Yes.
But hey, it's good to have him back. Obviously, it's not bothering him too much because he's doing a real good job down there as far as getting points up, inlet passes. Then we saw him get kind of corralled here, and he worked himself through and did a real good job working himself in. So, but for trying what they're doing, you got players down the bench that are really starting to produce.
And like this, you've got enough of a lead. Get some of these guys that may not have quite had the minutes before, get them in, get some more experience. Just if you get a push to come to shove, they're ready to go.
And they just keep setting themselves up. And like I said, there's a lot of good coming from this game here tonight. And they kind of need this game like this to go into a tough LaVille situation on Friday night. Like I said, LaVille's top 10, I believe, or around 10, top 10 for 2A. Mm-hmm. They lost to John Glenn in the Bi-County. But
and we've held, the first time we played Glenn, we was right with them. Second time we just wasn't quite prepared or just didn't quite get it going. And their big guys really stepped up between those two games. So having these big guys to beat around and get used to.
That would be a good thing because they've done a good job against Schanlaub. I mean, LaVille's, their coach with, I just forgot his name. That's bad.
Edison?
Yeah. Edison. Kind of that coaching tree there for that family. I mean, that's a lot of experience on that one. So, I mean, they got the big guys, so he kind of knows what he's doing. I'm not taking anything away from Carl Davis, but, I mean, his main source of offense tonight's been Schanlaub. So, Triton's done a real good job kind of containing him and containing the other base. Got to get it in to Orson. But for these guys, this is the kind of games that are really testing learning experience here. Nice pass to Beau Hepler. Rock-Wolf's all over it. Hepler now's going to try to go. Look at Beau Hepler with the pretty footwork.
Well, he's getting 9 points. He's the second leading scorer for Triton.
Rock-Wolf tries to go, but Schanlaub will find a position in the lane. He'll go up and in. Yates will travel, trying to kind of get himself reset. Got ahead of himself. I imagine Trent's got some pretty good pictures tonight.
He's got a lot of good, would have some really good ones for so watch the Twitter feed. Usually, if he gets time, he usually puts a little bit of a minute video to some of the highlighted shots throughout the game.
So Kline stepped on the line. They'll turn it over. Triton gets the limit.
Yeah.
I was going to say, hang on a minute.
Evidently, I need to buy a bigger card.
No card. Uh-oh. Is that going to there it goes.
Drop down to Atkins. Schanlaub's on him, trying to throw it away. On over. Hepler now, quickly on over to Westafer. Drops to Kaden Atkins. Schanlaub's on him. To Yates. Minute 45 remaining. Triton leads 48-25 here at the Trojan Trench. Andy O'Hara alongside Kenny Barnhart and Orion Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. They'll try to go through and they'll go off the hands of Schanlaub, trying to hang on to it. So John Gardner and Hunter McIntyre checking in now, along with Trenton Kreft. Give those guys a hand. They battled hard tonight.
I might have a little. Okay, we can change this one. Gardner's going to be 42.
And let Hunter McIntyre. McIntyre will travel, trying to establish his footwork.
I guess all my cards are full.
Uh-oh. So Caston will come up. I believe that's Spin that had the basketball.
Is Kreft still in?
Yes, Kreft is still in. He's number 22.
Okay, that's what I was going to have to make a little adjustments on my lineup.
I know Sam Smith's out there, Mark. Mark Smith's out there.
Gardner, he's going to get his first foul. Puts Triton, makes them have the bonus now.
I don't know who that is. The line. Micah Colvin. Micah Colvin. I knew he played in the JV game.
Well, that's their third player to actually score.
Levi Lowe.
So Levi Lowe come in. Mark Smith will take a seat. Colvin with his second attempt is up and rattles out. Rebound goes to Lowe. Lowe up on top. They're going to work it around.
A minute to remaining.
Triton leads 48-26. Caston's just kind of working around trying to find a shot here. Three for Zeider, not there. Sam Smith gets the rebound. Tyson Yates comes with it. He's going to go quickly up on the beautiful move by Tyson Yates. Tell you what, I like watching him drive the lane. He's used those long strides. He just glides all the way to the basket.
It's one of those things. Didn't need to score, but opportunities there. Get a little bit of a practice against some defense.
Might as well take it and go. Inside 20 seconds, Triton leading 50-26. They'll get this nice win here before they go up to LaVille to take on them.
I needed this for having a lot of hard-fought games.
Colvin's 3 missed. Zeider's putbacks up, no good. 1 second left, and that's going to be the ball game. Triton wins 50-26. Not a bad way to finish off the week after being off for 3.5 days, 4.5 days.
Plus all the delays, 2-hour delays, and
it really can throw things off.
So for Caston, Schanlaub having 19 points, Kline having 6, and then Colvin having that last free throw with 1 point. So that takes care of Caston. And for Triton, Oviedo having 14, Hepler 9, Westafer 8, Heckaman 7, Orsund 5, Bules 3, Yates 2, and Atkins 2. So having several.
I thought that was the camera.
Well, it was an iPad, but
having several guys scoring, well-rounded scoring makes a difference, especially this game with the scoreboard with only Caston having 2 players really carrying it.
And it kind of gives you that confidence going into the next game as far as the guys like, okay, we can score. Okay, we're finding those combinations. The guys are really starting to now feed off one another. So that's a good thing to see as far as sitting up here. So we will take a break. I'll go down and see if we can get any post-game interviews. We'll be right back here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojans fans. Andy O'Hara alongside Chase Butler as Triton wins here at home in the Trojan Trench against the Caston Comets. So, Chase, tell me what you love about playing basketball.
I've always liked it. Had a little hoop.
There you go. You're good.
Since I was little, just my favorite sport.
There you go. Favorite sport. So why is it your favorite sport?
It's active. I like being active. Just
out playing. Yeah, I understand that. So being an upperclassman, you've been playing for a while, and I know you don't see a lot of minutes. What kind of things do you do to kind of teach the younger guys and things you kind of try to learn yourself out there on the floor?
Just try to be a leader and work my hardest every day.
Because, sometimes, and I've said this before, sometimes the leaders aren't the guys always in the court. It's those guys down there on the bench. Those guys do matter. And one thing you do when there's a timeout or anything like that, you're talking to the guys. You're talking. You're up. You're high five everything. You're really supporting those guys from the bench, and that is a very big quality to have, especially on the bench. Tell me, what would you tell their boys and girls, one, to learn how to play basketball, one, to get into basketball? What kind of things would you tell them?
Repetition and just keep doing it as much as you can.
Like you shooting your three-pointers, I guarantee you don't just do that once a week. You're doing that quite frequently because that's when you see your best three-point shooters. Those guys are always shooting. That's one thing very important, is to be shooting quite frequently to really improve your game. So you're being a senior. So favorite subject in school, and why?
History. I don't know, it just comes to me easily.
Comes easy. You like learning about stuff in the past. Now I think that was Trenton Kreft's favorite one. So we've had 2 on the history deal now. Is there a specific teacher you like doing the history stuff?
I like Teeter, but he's gone now.
He's gone now, huh? Hey, if you like him, he's a good teacher. So what do you enjoy most about being a Trojan, playing here at Triton?
The community, and I've always had good friends throughout every single year.
Very good, very good. So being a senior, it's graduation. It's coming slow, but it's getting there. What are your future plans beyond high school?
I'm gonna go to maybe Ball State, study business.
Very good. That's
Try
good.
To play golf.
Hey, and I hear you're pretty good. That was the next question. So the things outside of basketball you enjoy doing, I imagine golf's one of them.
Yes.
So what other things do you enjoy doing besides golf?
I play tennis, fishing.
Fishing. Now that's one I can work with you on. Okay. So any places around, like you like going around here? Or do you like going place out of state to go fishing?
Tippecanoe River mostly.
Tippy River.
Sometimes in Michigan, up at the Lake Michigan.
Very good. So what kind of stuff do you usually fish for?
Pike, bluegill, everything. Very
good. I like that. Now I'm teaching my 4-year-old how to do it. Now I probably would enjoy fishing with you just a little bit more because the attention spans. Yes. There's no attention span with a 4-year-old. So anybody want to say hi to that's watching? Anyone? Yeah. So as you kind of know, throughout the season, we've been kind of picking the guy who I've interviewed. We won't interview until Saturday. I should be here Saturday. So who's up next?
Tye Orsund.
Tye Orsund. Well, hey, you make sure he gets up here. He escaped me once. We're not going to get him twice. Right. So thanks, Chase. Appreciate it, buddy. So now we got Coach Groves. So great win here tonight.
Thanks.
It's been a little while since I got to interview you.
I know. It seems like it's been forever.
Well, it kind of seems that way. I've kind of been in and out just for a little bit here as of late. The guys played well tonight.
Yeah, they got after it. I was pleased with their effort defensively. It started on that end. Right away, we got it. Some turnovers, got some easy hits. Gave up 2 points in that first quarter. Got a little sloppy second quarter. I wasn't too pleased with that, but they responded then in the second half and did much better.
And like you said, in that first quarter, they didn't allow a single field goal in that first quarter. And I know Schanlaub, he kind of got comfortable there as the game went on, but they didn't allow a single field goal in that first quarter at all.
Yeah, and that's one thing we talked about. We want our kids to be active defensively. With Schanlaub inside, if he touched the ball, we were going to be active with our guards digging on him. I thought they did. I just said you guys did a nice job scrapping with him and making him earn it. He still had 18, but I thought we did a decent job on him and contained everybody else.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Only 3 players scored.
Yeah.
So the guys did a real great job as far as, like you said, Schanlaub. You got a guy kind of in behind, then the guards, as soon as he got the ball, boom, they were there each time and smacking that basketball away out of his hands and just really just kind of throwing him off of his game quite a bit. So now with this kind of a win here tonight, what's that going to kind of do for you guys? I know this week was rough as far as not getting the ample practice time you would want, but I mean, you didn't have to face Argus this week. You kind of push them off just a little bit. What are you going to kind of prepare to going into LaVille on Friday night?
It's just going to focus on us. I mean, we still got a long way to go, offensively and defensively. And I thought the North Judson game, I thought we played well enough offensively to win. We couldn't get stops against them. They score a lot of points though. They had 60 points against LaVille. And so they put up quite a few points. But, it's just the consistency on both ends. Like defensively, we'll play well for a stretch, and then we'll have 3 or 4 possessions in a row where we just I'm not sure. It's a mental breakdown and don't defend and don't. And it's the same on the offensive end, too. We'll come down and, execute well, move the ball well. And then we'll come down the next maybe 2 or 3 trips, turn it over, be sloppy with the ball, not move, whatever it is. We just got to clean that stuff up. I told our kids we're close to being a really good team. We just we just got to clean those little things up. And for me, I think it's just paying attention to detail for them. I mean, and that goes for practice too. This group. I don't know if their attention to detail is the greatest, at least to my liking, where I think it should be. But, I think that's kind of our biggest thing right now. We just got to pay a little bit more attention to detail on both ends of the court and really get stops and really be efficient when we do have the ball. And
one thing I'm really starting to like is you really kind of go with me just a little bit, digging down the bench like you were like on the Judson game I obviously watched. Yeah. But you're bringing platoon swaps and bringing guys in. I mean, that – kind of go with me with that, just kind of getting fresh legs going in there. That's got to feel good as a coach to be able to dig down on your bench that deep.
Yeah, and that's one thing without practicing for a week here and then having 2 practices before this game, I felt like we'd probably be a little bit out of shape, and we wanted to pick these guys up and pressure them full court a little bit. So, I thought the depth would play a factor today, which, the kids came off the bench, I thought did a really nice job getting after it. We didn't lose any intensity with them coming in, so, that's a nice thing to have when you got some depth. And some of your younger stuff as far as like the JV squad and then the freshman team the other night, beating Plymouth was kind of a big thing. So some of your youth stuff you're kind of seeing from the JV guys and the younger players, it's got to make you feel pretty good as a varsity coach and with those guys kind of what's coming down the pipeline. Oh, definitely. I mean, we got some good basketball players coming up. We just, got to – and my whole point today, and I talked to Ashton about it a little bit is, we got to be focused on, being the best us we can be. You as an individual, striving for excellence every day, in practice, on the court. And you guys do that, good things are eventually going to happen, and so that's kind of been our focus with those younger guys is hey, I'm a perfectionist. We're gonna strive for perfection. We're gonna strive for excellence, and work hard every day in practice and in the games. And we're not taking breaks. We're not taking days off. And you guys do that. I think we have enough potential physically that. This part mentally, if we can get that taken care of, this group can be a special group. And I keep saying, like on Twitter and stuff after the ball games, the sky's the limit for these guys. They haven't even come close to their ceiling at all. I mean, there's a lot of potential on this team, and this team can really go far. I agree, and it was crazy. I was talking to Coach Davis before the game, and I kind of mentioned, I'm like, well, it seemed like the Jetson game was really the first game all year that we've been all there and all totally healthy and all. And so, I kind of feel that way too. I keep telling players, keep working. We have a room to grow here still in 3 weeks and get a lot better and have a chance to win sectionals. So, hopefully they'll take that to heart and keep working. Seniors, they don't have a lot of time. I mean, it's running down the season. It's I passed out the February schedule. I'm looking. I'm like, man, this went really fast. Yes, it did. They have a couple weeks here. 3. What is it? 2 or 3? Yeah, 3 weeks, and it's done. So. We don't have a whole lot of time, but we do have some time and to get better and then make a run for this. And you have some quality teams you'll face down that stretch to really prepare you guys going into sectional play. So that kind of stuff will really pay off for you guys. But like I said, sitting up here watching, the guys are really, and I keep saying fasten your seatbelts because these guys are going to figure it out once it clicks. Yeah, and I wouldn't want to be facing them. That's what I'm hoping. So, well, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Good luck on Friday night. We'll sign off here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network.